Are you ready? Let's get our right foot and push the pedal up. 3, 2, 1, go. Always a bit wobbly at this stage.
That's Janet, who's cycling with Savita.
I have got something called retinitis pigmentosa, which is a genetic degenerative condition. I have been blind now for about 10 years. I wanted to try cycling because I guess not having good vision, I always found it difficult to balance, to be able to ride a bike. But in a tandem, that worry is taken off and it's really good fun.
So my mum, Savita, she has a lot of energy.
Savita's daughter Rajni lives in Australia.
She's super efficient and driven and very strong. And as somebody who's always been visually impaired, she often has to move around quite slowly and carefully, which doesn't really suit her personality. So when I first saw her at Wheels for All, flying around the cycling track and tiring out all the volunteers she was cycling with, it was amazing. It was really beautiful. It felt like she was in her element, you know, moving at the speed of her desire.
And on the back of another tandem.
Hello everybody, my name is Mark Upton. I'm the Chief Executive at Oxfordshire Association for the Blind. I haven't really moved much in the past year, so I'm having to dust off the exercise bike, whereas Savita and Janet, who have been absolutely fantastic in going out and practicing, I feel a bit nervous myself. So.
The hardest thing about the tandem riding is starting and stopping. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. It's quite an old bike, heavy frame, and it has very large tyres, so it's surprisingly hard work. What are the gears like for you, Savita?
They are just right at the moment.
Okay. At the moment on the track, there's somebody on a tricycle, somebody on a side-by-side. Everybody having lots of fun and enjoying the exercise.
How has Oxfordshire Association for the Blind coped this past year? Mark Upton again.
It's been a challenging year. At that time, there were lots of people posting online about the support that was out there and putting notes through people's doors. But if you've got a visual impairment, you might not be able to access that so easily. So we were able to connect people with some of those services. And we also then offered a befriending service, so a friendly telephone call once a week or more or less. The other extra difficulty for people who are visually impaired at this time, with social distancing, obviously remaining 2 metres, is near enough impossible if you can't see very well. All these shops, suddenly you had to have queuing systems, not being able to touch items within the shops. It put a lot of barriers up for people with a visual impairment. So we had to obviously step in there and give as much support for people as possible. Also working remotely ourselves.
This fundraiser is so important. I wonder who came up with the idea of cycling 22 miles.
Can you remember whose idea it was in the first place?
It definitely was yours.
Oh, was it?
Yes, absolutely.
I think one of our challenges on the day will be to talk less, because we do tend to talk for a whole hour about everything, don't we? Catch up on families, food, books. On the day, I think we will have to focus on that and think about every mile representing the 1,000 people.
I think I'll have to talk.
I'm really excited that my mum and Janet are going to be cycling together and taking on this challenge. I know that it will be a challenge, but I also know that they'll have a lot of fun doing it. I'm super proud, super excited. It's going to be a beautiful day. I wish I could be there, and I hope they raise lots of funds to support a really fantastic and important charity.